Oh, good morning, everyone. Well, I've made my coffee. That's good. I'll put these things away here. My little heater. My little water heater. I think I'm gonna do some hard-boiled eggs in here because it uses less water than putting it in a big saucepan. So I haven't done the hard-boiled eggs in here yet, but I think I'm going to do that. Maybe today I'll make some hard-boiled eggs. We'll see. Anyway, put this away. Put this away. That's one thing when you're doing car life. You have to, clean up. But the good thing is it's quick to clean up because it's a small space. But that's something you're going to want to do to keep things, under control. Yep. So, anyway. Oh, my goodness. Mick was on the bark a few minutes ago because a guy was out walking his little French bulldog. He was so cute. The French bulldog, not the guy. He said, "How could you say he was cute, Mama? How could you say that? Say I'm cute." Yeah, my big boy. So anyway, now that I've got my coffee made, all's right with the world. Had a good rest last night. We were sitting here with the door open for quite some time until the guy came with the French bulldog. Then all bets are off. I had to close the door. But anyway, yeah, the new deck is called the Textured Tarot. And it's an older deck. I got it off of eBay. So, you'd have to look at a place like there. They don't have it on Amazon. Okay. So, yeah, Textured Tarot is what this is called. So, let's go ahead. We're just going to pull the cards out and just look and see what they're going to tell us today. Being a Sunday, we'll see what they're going to say. Now, one thing I just changed in here, I put new seat covers. They're supposed to be leather. They're not leather, okay? They're definitely plastic. They're well made. They're nice, heavier duty quality, but they're not leather. So just beware, they lie. They weren't cheap. I think it was $100 for this pair. But the good news is you can see I can sit my phone up there and it will hold it well. So, okay, I got a phone holder with new covers. So that works, because that's always been a difficulty. How can I sit my phone up? It's always been difficult. Mr. Mickey, you're going to have to get down, Mickey, Mick. Mickey, Mick, Lily. See if I can get him down. Come on. Off. Lily off. Mickey off. Let me put my meditating Jesus over here, which I use to hold my phone when I'm getting ready to do the readings. Let's see if we can move this over. We're going to transpose this over to here. And we'll look and see what the cards have to say. Give them a good ruffle shuffle. as we go. Let's see what the reading's about. It's about the magician. So either manipulations or rapid change, okay? But let's see what else we have. So the energy coming into it is Two of Wands. So thinking about change, figuring out where we're going with this, the Two of Wands, getting ready to be in motion, starting motion for rapid change. Above it we have, that heavy duty mental thing coming down. So swords are the mind, the mentality, mental realm, and the Ten of Swords is coming to its, the point of this is all the stuff that's coming down, and then the ending of that and getting ready to move on. And then the foundation is the devil, okay, the dark side. So when it comes to the manipulations of the dark side, which we've seen, we're figuring out they're trying to figure out their next move, because again, above it we see all the swords, all the information, all this stuff is coming down and just piercing them now. You see one of the swords has gone right through him, it's piercing them. So things are being disclosed, uncovered when it comes to the dark side. So let's see what's going on today. Today we have a new cup coming in. So the challenge with that is the King of Swords. I love this, seeing through the dark. I just saw there's something new here too. We have the wind energy behind there. We have transformation, and he has lost a leg. He's got a prosthetic there. So the challenge is the mental thing, making transformation, okay? Seeing through the dark, getting the relevant things. It looks like on his other shoulder is a peregrine falcon, which is the fastest bird on the planet. And the peregrine falcon, when they, they're up above, they see, and when they see their prey, they are quick and determined. So this is the new cup of a determination. Okay, looking to make changes, radical changes. This is, again, you get a new tarot deck, and it's got, you see new things in it. It's got new illustrations. So above it, we have the Chariot, things in motion. Things are in motion when it comes to making these changes. And wanting to, again, temper. Temper is bringing balance. So the physical and emotional, etc., bringing some balance. Let me take this off. That's hot. I'm going to close this up real quick. I've got that. I had the thing open. Let me turn up the AC to cool it off, because it was getting really warm back here all of a sudden. So about, well, that's not really doing too much. Tempering, bringing some balance in, using knowledge to bring in some balance. So let's see what we have. Potential outcome is Three of Wands, okay? Actually putting things into motion, taking action and seeing what's coming in. The outside influence with this is Seven of Wands. So pushback, standing there and doing some pushback by taking actions. Above it, We have looking at the takeaway, what they're trying to steal away with, okay, what they're leaving behind, what they're carrying, looking at the tracks, okay. And the foundation is Queen of Cups. So interesting with this one, she's got the wheel, the lid is off, okay. We're seeing the dark side, what it's doing. We're working to temper some of this. Things are in motion. Again, the knowledge is coming out and piercing them with their manipulations, and they're trying to figure out a new move. But we have the new cup coming in. And again, this strong mindset of wanting to make transformation, seeing through the dark. The owl sees in the dark. It can twist its head all the way around. So it's got good vision. The peregrine falcon is one that, again, very fast. So very fast. This is a person that's confident. Again, he's lost part of his leg. He's wearing a prosthetic, but he's very confident in himself because he allows that prosthetic to be seen as it is. So somebody very confident in their mental state, again, working to bring balance, moving things forward. Outcome is things are in motion, action being taken, where there is pushback taking place. And again, above it, seeing the takeaway, what they're getting away with, but what they left behind, what can be used. And again, the lid is off, and wheel in hand to make these changes. So let's see what we have pushing the reading. The Nine of Cups, satisfaction, okay? Satisfaction. That little kitty is really happy with that cup of cream. The Six of Swords, we're getting above things rather than on a ocean or something, or a lake. In this case, they're in a hot air balloon. So getting above things, being able to change, to make these changes. We've got the Seven of Cups, the things up in the air. We're looking at their house of cards, if you will. Something new, concrete is coming in, and wanting to get to a victory. The Six of Wands, wanting a victory, wanting to be able to have control. Again, looking at all of the things coming in that we have of value, the things that are the concrete things that are taking place, and the wheel is turning. We've got the wheel in motion, seeing what's hidden, okay? The High Priestess, seeing what's hidden, and we're looking at the losses. They're seeing the losses that are coming, okay? Interesting card with that one. So losses are coming their way. We're holding out for justice, okay? The Sword of Truth and Justice, balance, bringing more light into things, okay? So more things being revealed, unveiled, okay? And a message, concrete messages coming out. The Page of Pentacles, so something more coming in that's grounded. And there are those that are, again, controlling actions being done. When it comes to the Five of Swords, okay, this wanting to abuse the power, but look at where he's at. He's trying to get, he's tangled up. Yeah, the little fox that thinks he's so smart is tangled up. He's after the birds, but he is on a ledge. So interesting card in this deck. The abuse of power, he is, you know, he is screwed himself, because that little fox, those birds are up in the air, and he's just mindlessly going after them and going off the cliff. Okay, so that's what's happening with the Republicans at the moment, with their attempts to manipulate things. Again, more is coming out, getting them pinned down. They're trying to figure out another move from the dark side, but it is not working. We are continuing to share, okay? Continuing to share and continuing to work on things. Now this one is interesting. The Pentacle, the concrete things. In this concrete things, the Queen of Pentacles, interesting. She is over there making pottery. So doing something concrete that's useful, okay? Doing something useful, okay? And when it comes to Republicans, we have the nightmare scenario, the Nine of Swords, okay? All the shadow stuff is coming back on them when it comes to what? Great leader, the Emperor. The Emperor has no clothes, okay? So more is coming out. The shadow substance is there that they can't get away from. They've tried to spin it, they've tried to do it, but we're seeing exactly what's there with so-called leadership, the criminal activities of all the drama that's taking place. And the dark side has lost its power, okay? Because people are waking up, okay? The only way it can have any kind of power is what you yourself give it, by moving from a position of love and clarity to lies, deception, and fear, okay? So on that note, we'll leave that here. So that's from the Textured Tarot, very different deck. That's why I use a lot of different decks, because the imagery you get on them, especially if you are reading, somebody that's reading from intuition, the different imagery presents different scenarios, okay? So this new deck, and especially it's fun working with a new deck because you don't know what's coming up. It's a surprise. Okay. And there were definitely some surprising elements in that deck. But yeah, I like the abuse of power, this wanting to control where the fox is going off the cliff, trying to get the birds. And he's all tangled up, okay? He's tangled up and he's going, you know, header off the cliff. So on that note, I will leave that here. We're getting ready to take off here. And again, you know, the thing I love about having my Prius, the Prius V here, is I've got my bedroom, I've got my kitchen, you know, I can set it up for lounging. I've got it set up where it's feminine, it's nice in here, it's convenient, I can set the temperature. It was lovely here this morning when I had the side door open. We sat there with it open, and Mickey loves that, to have that side door open. He just lays there and looks out and loves to see that. But you know, if it starts getting too hot, or there's something like the guy walking his dog out there that Mickey was just going ballistic over, you can close it up. In the morning, I like to open the sunroof, get the fresh air in here. And yeah, if it gets too hot again, then you just close this up and turn on my AC. I've run this, we got here early about 4 p.m. and it's been running all day, all night. And I'll use less than a gallon of gas for all that time of having the temperature set and being absolutely comfortable in here. The puppies are all sacked out, you know. I've got a rug in here, you know, so it's pretty and it's comfortable, and yeah, I'm really enjoy my time when I can get away and do some car life. I enjoy car life because I like waking up in a different place every day, having different scenery. I tend to choose when I'm on the road truck stops. Now, if I have to get something in the middle of the night, I'm not walking across a dark parking lot. That is not, I will get up in the front. I can get in the front from the back, and I'll drive up to the doors and do what I need to do. But usually once I'm in here, I don't need to go because I have my restroom here. I have everything in here. But if you're going to, you know, stay, truck stops are a really good option, but don't be wandering around the parking lot at night, because there are some good truck drivers and then there are some bad truck drivers. Like any element. I mean, if you're going out in the wilderness and you're out there by yourself, again, there are some beneficial things and some things not. It doesn't matter where you go. You know, there are just different things to look for where you're staying to be aware of. Okay? So being aware of what's around you, whether you're out in the wilderness and you got to be aware of maybe some lone person coming in, and again, just especially the car life, be aware of your gut feelings. If you have a gut feeling all of a sudden that it doesn't feel safe, leave, okay? And that's a good thing about car life. Because you can get up and you can leave. Now people say, well, aren't you afraid? No, because anybody can break into your house and you can't get out of there. Okay? So that happens as well. Here, in this house, I can leave. So there's a lot of people, well, aren't you afraid to be on the road? Aren't you afraid? No, I'm not. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm going to take my little plant that I have sitting over here now. Yep. And then for traveling, it goes sitting back over here with my meditating Jesus statue. It gets sit over here for traveling. When I stop and I want to have the toilet, I'm not using it for a tabletop. If I want to use the toilet, then I have my plant and stuff over here, and I just move the things. Like I said, I love my meditating Jesus because it can hold my phone, and it's just a really nice element in here. I have my Buddha, I have my Jesus here. I've got the fish, the yin yang fish over here. I mean, you know, it's just set up. I have a little carved forest guy over here. It's really cute. It's a carving of this guy. It's kind of an old guy that was carved out of part of a tree that I have in here. So I really like that. I have my Native American. It's a turtle that's done in beads, beadwork turtle up there. And then my sign that I put up. Now when I'm driving, I take this down because otherwise this will will be, well, it's sticking now, but sometimes it doesn't stick. You go over bumps and stuff and it'll knock and make noise. So when I'm traveling, I take this down and I just lay it up on here, and then it's quiet, it's quiet. Another thing I did with this, I had it lifted. I had a lift kit put in so I can do forest roads and things if I want, because some of those can get quite dicey. Some of the forest roads, you get out there and you have big rocks and things, out there. So I do have this set up so I can go off-road if I want to. I have really good set of tires on here that are all-terrain tires. Okay, so I really did have this set up for living and traveling and just enjoying what I like to do, which is what I love to do is traveling. Okay, I really do enjoy that. Sacked out puppies. They're so cute. They're good puppies. They're really good travelers. They like it, and they just they know the drill. If I'm doing tarot reads, they can't be up here, then they go down and they lay down. They have their space there they can lay. And then when we're going, they like to be up here to look out, so they can see everything. So it just works out really well. So at the moment I have it set to 74 in here. Even though it's 60 degrees outside, when that sun is beating down, it still heats up. It can heat everything up. Okay. Now one thing that I noticed, when that sun is coming from this side, just closing one of these little elements, even though they are, see-through curtains, it does stop that heat from coming in on your back. Okay, so even that, and I have the little curtains up here. Now, if I put those across, people outside can't see in here during the daytime. Say if I need to use a restroom or something, I just close those curtains up and they can't see from outside in here. Even though the curtains are sheer curtains, it does stop that. Now the back and the side windows are all very, very dark tinted. You can't see from outside in here at all. So during the daytime, I don't have to worry about it. Okay. But at nighttime, I do put up all of the other ones, because if you turn on the light in here, you can see in at night, so I definitely put up all the window coverings, and it does help with either heat or the cold to make it better, to make it, to make it easier. So yeah, anyway, all good. On that note, I will leave that here. We're getting ready to head down the road here in just a few seconds. Off again on our excursions. Always fun. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.